Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the
DawgPound Podcast. I'm Jadah.
And I'm Samantha.
And we want to welcome you back to the 2025-2026 school year.
So, Jadah, what did you do this summer?
Oh, nothing much. I worked. I went out of town for a little bit. That was really fun. Went to the beach. What about you?
Same. I went to the Bahamas with my family.
Oh, very exciting. What'd you do over there?
Just played in the sand and ate a bunch of food.
Those are my two favorite things. Sand and food. Not together. That doesn't sound very appetizing.
That does not sound very appetizing.
Yeah, no, not at all. But sounds very exciting. I'm glad. Did you have fun?
Yeah. I think the worst part about going to the beach is getting sand in your sandwich. And you, have to eat it.
But then it adds texture.
I don't think that's texture you want, though. And
it gives it a nice little crunch. It's
at that point, just give it to the seagulls.
It's like putting Doritos in it.
No. Okay. Everyone listening to the podcast, do you think that Doritos and sand taste the same?
No, not taste, but texture.
So today we are going to be giving tips for underclassmen, how to survive high school 101.
And don't worry, these are not tips from anybody. We did get them from our fellow seniors, so they're legit.
Number 1.
Don't stop in the middle of the hallway, please. I really don't want you guys to slow down everything.
It's really a nuisance when people are just stopping in the middle of the hallways. I understand if you get lost, but if you get lost, stop in a teacher's classroom, ask them where to go, or stand off to the side. We just don't want you to get ran over. It's Absolutely. A safety hazard for everybody, including yourself.
Number 2.
Be mindful of your volume in classrooms and public places.
Yeah, it's great that you're having conversations, making friends, but we do not want to hear those conversations, okay? We hear some personal stuff. Keep it to yourself.
Please, no yelling in the lunchroom. We want to keep volume levels down, so it's a good place to go and eat your food, not a loud maniac place to go and eat your food. 3rd.
Be organized. Have all your schoolwork organized, all your papers organized. Maybe keep a little planner. That was never my thing personally, but staying organized does help a lot so you don't get behind on your schoolwork.
And we understand that you can't have your phones this year, so you can't access your calendar or your notes app, but there is a wonderful tool on your Chromebooks called the Google Calendar, and you can share it with your friends, you can share it with your your teachers, and you can basically organize your life on Google Calendar, which is with your Chromebook that you should always have with you.
Yep. Number 4.
Lock in. High school is 4 years of at least 5 to 7 classes a year. You have to be focused and concentrated when you're in class. There's a time to learn, and then there's a time to socialize. In class is not that time.
Absolutely. It kind of mixes in with the be organized type thing. You do not want to get behind on your work because then it's going to pile, and then you're just not going to want to do anything. We all know how that gets. So if you lock in now, get all your work done when it needs to be done, and you're good.
Number 5?
I think we're on number 5, yeah.
Oh, look at us go. Do not be afraid.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, make friends.
Ask questions.
Ask questions, absolutely. If you don't understand something in class, raise that hand. I promise you nobody cares enough to make fun of you.
It's not embarrassing to ask questions.
I love asking questions. Watch this. Hey, Samantha, what's your favorite color?
Pink.
Look at that. I got a nice answer.
And no one was embarrassed about it.
Nobody was embarrassed at all.
They raised their hand and everything.
Number 6.
Don't start drama. Please, I understand that high school is fun because you have friends and you get to meet new people and you get to date new people, but please don't start any unnecessary drama. You don't want to look back on your high school life and be like, oh my gosh, this, and this happened. You cause it all yourself. Don't be in your head and don't start the drama.
Yeah, you're meant to build up friendships here, not break them down.
For real. And number 7.
You have time, okay? I know a lot of people, freshmen, sophomores, and maybe even some juniors listening to this, some seniors even. You guys are stressing out. You're like, what am I going to do after high school? I don't know. Am I going to college? What am I doing with my life? You're good, okay? Calm down. You have time to think. That's what high school's for. That's what even college is for. Learning, figuring out your niche, figuring out what you like. So if you don't know what you want to do right now, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal, and everything will be all right. Just breathe. I promise it's okay.
Also, if you're stressed out, we have multiple people at the school that their job is to help you not be stressed and to not overthink your future. The CCC, the Wellness Center. Go and see those 2 wonderful ladies and they will help you. I promise.
Absolutely. I think we're on number 8 now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Number 8.
Be involved. Central is very good about having a lot of things for their students to be involved in. Robotics, theater, sports, meditation, humanities, STEM, 1,001 other things. Those are just the things that came to my head.
Absolutely. There's so many things that you can do. Join something, One thing, magic, D&D.
Band.
Band's cool.
Band's cool. No. And a lot of it's not stuff you have to take classes for, so you don't have to stress about, do I have time in my schedule? It's during wellness, or people you can meet up with during lunch, or after school even.
Mm-hmm. And that also goes into our next point, though. Number 9, don't overload yourself. Doing new things is fun. Finding your thing is fun. But you do not need to be in 17 after-school clubs, okay? I mean, if you can and you can handle that, go you. But you don't want to be overworking yourself and burn yourself out.
Having good time management is going to be your best friend, because in high school you need time to sleep, study, eat, have friends, go to class. So if you overload yourself, then you convince yourself you don't have time for some of those things. And we want you all to strive in life, not overload yourself and not strive. We want everyone here at Central to be able to do their Bulldog best.
Speaking of Bulldog best, that's actually tip number 10. Samantha, can you explain to us what our Bulldog best is?
I can. Bulldog best is the 4 pillars that supports Forsyth Central High School. The 4 pillars, might you ask, is family, communication, honesty, and service.
That was a really good analogy, Samantha. I like that. The 4 pillars holding up Forsyth Central. Do you know what's happening currently at Forsyth Central?
There's a lot happening at Forsyth Central.
There is, but there's something specific that happens every Friday night.
People get really hype and dress up for it?
Yeah, but what's the word I'm looking for?
Football games!
That is right. Football games every single Friday night. Be there or be square.
Our wonderful cheerleaders at the school spend countless hours making cute little banners to go in the lunchroom. So if you're ever wondering what the theme for the Friday night football game is, go and check the lunchroom.
They are so exciting. It's such a great way to just bond with the community, have fun, have food, watch the game, listen to the band. It is so awesome, and I would 100% recommend going to football games. They're one of my favorite things to do.
Another thing that's super entertaining is that our theater department is putting on a 1-act.
Ooh. Yes, the production is Book of Will, and it will be out, September
3rd.
Go watch the show, guys. Honestly, they just do such a great job. Such hard work that they put into everything. Go watch it. It's fantastic.
If you're looking to sign up for the ACT or SAT, you can go to the CCC, which is the College and Career Center located in the library, to figure out which one you want to take, when you can take it, and where you can take it.
Absolutely. ACT and SAT is fantastic for juniors and seniors to take. Freshman, sophomore, if you guys are really nervous or just really looking forward or really love test taking, there's the pre-SAT that you can take, which is also fantastic. Would definitely suggest all of that. But the other thing that I'm sure all of us have noticed is the new schedules going around. What are our thoughts on the new schedule?
I think that it's super cool because this year we got 7 minutes in between classes back. So we don't have to sprint across campus.
It is. The freshmen that are listening to this, you have no idea how good you have it. Last year they cut it down to 5?
Yeah, we have 5 minutes.
Yeah, imagine going to east to west. Yeah, people were sprinting across the field.
There was sweat bullets running down people's foreheads.
During winter, so that's how you know it was difficult.
Another thing happening at Central is we got a bunch of new admin and teachers through this summer. So if you see one walking in the halls, just say hi.
Yeah, freshmen, they may be all new faces to you, but sophomores, seniors, juniors, new faces you see, say hi. The best thing you can do, honestly, is make friends with our counselors and administration because they're the ones that help you with college. So
another thing that's happening at Central is the new phone ban. Come with us to interview our principal, Miss Winkler, to ask her a couple questions about it. Hello, everybody.
Today we are here with the amazing Miss Winkler. We're just going to ask her a couple of questions about the phone policy today. Miss Winkler, though, how was your summer?
My summer was fantastic. I spent a lot of it here. However, I did get an opportunity to be able to reset and go to the beach for a few days, and that is always my place of comfort, my place of relaxation, and then I get to see family. So thank you guys for asking.
It's very nice. So we're talking about the new phone policy today. So can you tell us what is the phone policy, just for people who aren't sure about it?
Great question. And I actually brought the policy with me so that I can make sure that the verbiage is correct and there's not interpretation with it. So for high schools, all cell phones and personal electronic devices must be turned off and stored away during the bell-to-bell school day. That is 8:25 to 3:40. However, students may access cell phones at the high school level and their personal electronic devices during their assigned lunch periods only. So what we're asking kids to be able to do is make sure that you do not have the cell phone on you. It has to be put away in your backpack, your bag, your purse, and it can't be on you. We are also asking for earbuds, headphones, and all of those things. Those must also be put away and are part of the distraction-free policy.
Got it. Thank you for explaining that to us. What do you think initiated this phone policy?
Great question. Let me give you a little bit of the why behind the what with the cell phone policy. The state of Georgia passed a House bill, and it's called House Bill 268. And in that House bill, it was passed that there would be no electronics on campus K through 8. And as a district, and we've got some great leaders at our district, we're really doing research on what were the impacts of students using cell phones and what was the impact long term for them. And they were seeing some staggering data that caused us to pause. They did and had a number of different events throughout this past year where they received community feedback, they received student voice and feedback, and they received parent and family feedback. They also received teacher feedback on what would it look like if we implemented the cell phone policy 9 through 12 as well. And so they were on the forefront with this. They put together an entire plan. And in addition to that, while we went and it was approved that we would be not only implementing the K through 8, we would be implementing 9 through 12. They also approved a one-to-one Chromebook rollout so that students would have access to be able to do the work that they needed to do and have the technology that they needed from us. But if you guys remember, we had our class meetings, and do you remember the one slide that I showed you all that had the number of months that if you were 18 years old, how many months of your life would be spent on electronics or cell phones? Do you guys remember what that number was?
Months, it was like 300 and something, right?
I don't remember.
You're
it's just
close.
A lot.
It was 318 months.
Wow.
Of somebody's life that they would be spending on an electronic device, and that is staggering.
Yeah.
So a lot of that went into making the decision. I'm sure it went into making the K through 8 decision, but it also went in making the decision that we would be implementing this 9 through 12 in Forsyth County.
Yeah, that is totally understandable. I 100% understand that and understand the thought process behind that. How do you think it's affecting the student body so far?
Great question. And we're in week 3. We were very, very intentional as a district to roll out communication in terms of expectations. As a school, we rolled out information through Canvas. We rolled out information in our newsletter. We had information that we sent out through messengers to family as well, so that they could have conversation with their students around the cell phone policy and what those expectations were. The first week of school, we also had our class meetings. And so you guys heard specifically and directly from myself, and I think Mr. Pagel assisted with that presentation as well, so that you guys could understand the why behind the what. We also did some videos in dog times, as you remember, just to make sure we had every single person covered so that they understood the expectations. We did a lot of warnings and reminders that first week of school. So remember, we're on a 4-day work week. So that week we did a lot of reminders, and then starting that first full Monday, we really started implementing the consequence piece, the reminders piece, and those kinds of things. But I'll be very, very honest with you. Our goal was to get kids more connected. Our goal was to get kids talking to one another. Our goal was to get kids more engaged in the classroom and in the lesson and the learning. And while nobody might admit it on this podcast, kids are more engaged. Kids are having more conversations. Kids are learning about one another more so because they're not sitting there worried about their cell phones. We do have kids that are still pushing the envelope a little bit, and we're still working with them so that they can understand the reasoning behind this policy that we have in place at the high school level. But I really do believe we are seeing a community of learners that are more engaged and excited about the learning.
Miss Winkler, what do you think that the end of this year is going to look like, contrasting what the end of last year looked like?
Great question. I really do. My hope is, and I think that we want students to come back and say they really understood the learning. They have a better idea of the content in the classes that they're in. There's a deeper level of understanding, but also that they've been able to build some communication skills. Instead of looking down on their phones, they're having eye-to-eye contact and they're communicating and responding to other students. So building those communication skills as well, to me, is really, really important. Interacting with people is important. So I think those are some of those goals that we really want to be able to see at the end of the school year. My hope is that everybody's so engaged in the learning that they're passing all of their classes as well. So I think that that's hopefully will be a natural outcome of this as well.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. We just want to thank you so much. You did answer all of our questions. So we want to thank you for coming on, speaking to us. We really appreciate it. Is there anything else you'd like to touch on or anything else you'd like to say?
No, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity as well. It's another great way for us to be able to get our message out to all of our students in our community. I'm excited about this school year. It's been a great 3 weeks, and I know this is going to be a year to remember with all of us. So have a great day. Go Bulldogs.
Thank you so much, Miss Winkler, for that interview. That was absolutely amazing. You always know the right thing to say. But now we're going to see what the students have to say about this band. We're going to move on over to Samantha Soundbites. Now you guys may be wondering, listeners from last year, Samantha Soundbites, Samantha's next to you in the studio. So she actually has some exciting news for you.
I'm super excited to say that Samantha's Soundbites is not going to end with Samantha Smith. It is going on to Samantha Gonzalez, who is a junior here at Forsyth Central High School. Let's see what Samantha has to say.
How do you think that the new phone ban has affected your school life?
It's affected where what I do in my free time. I've gotten a lot of my homework done during school now, but it is kind of boring. I don't have my shows anymore.
In all honesty, it kind of makes me more productive, if anything. I kind of expected it to be a crappy thing, but it's made me more productive. The only downside is I can't really listen to my music.
I say it affects me because I usually when I work, like last year, the years before, I'd listen to music and it helped me focus, but this year we're not allowed to listen to music, so I'd say it's a big focus issue.
I can't log in with my music. I get really distracted and then I'll just completely veer off and go do something else. And then sometimes I need to check my phone that moment, but I can't because no phone.
Wow, those student body answers were really something, huh, Samantha?
I believe so. I mean, I really related to some of them.
Honestly, I'm going to say a little bit of a hot take right now. I really don't mind the phone ban.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know. I kind of like not being on my phone all day.
I like not being on my phone, but I don't like not having my music to listen to during independent learning.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can agree to that.
It's really cool when teachers play music on their board though, because then I don't need it.
Yeah, that's pretty baller. If not, I'll just sing to myself.
I had the time of my life. Wow, we're really talented.
That was really good.
That was. We're gonna start a singing channel.
We should.
Y'all watch out.
It shouldn't be the DawgPound Podcast anymore. It should be the Sing Song Podcast.
Stick to your day job.
Yeah, I probably will. I'm not doing stand-up comedy.
You know what I think is a hot take, Jadah?
What do you think is a hot take, Samantha?
Paying your senior dues on time.
You know, I've noticed not many people do that.
No, not many people do it.
Which is weird because it's cheaper right now.
Yeah, it's
as you get
like
it.
$150.
And then the price increases as we go on through the months.
Yeah, and it's not even that difficult. If you have any issues with it, you can go talk to the amazing Miss Proctor.
Oh, she's fantastic, guys. I
She's
love Miss Proctor.
the-
She is in charge of like your senior stuff. Go to her if you have any questions.
She's in the Econ and AP Econ Hall. If you know where that is, go talk to her. She's super cool and understanding.
Yeah, while we're on the topic of seniors, guys, don't miss school. Okay? We know senioritis gets ya. Starts with sophomore slump, but don't miss school. It's your last year. Just go to classes. Most of you have like 4 classes anyway. Showing up is not that hard, guys. Be on time. Show up to class, please.
This is Samantha.
This is Jadah.
Thank you for listening to the DawgPound Podcast. Catch you later, folks.
Have a good night.